Hey guys, Chase with iDub Hockey, hanging out with Michael from Sherwood Hockey here in Santa Barbara, California at the Ice in Paradise rinks. We've got your new line of project sticks in front of us. Before we start talking about tech and spec, what style of player did you guys build the stick line for?
So the project series is built for the type of player who really likes to lean into every shot, generate max amount of power and velocity for their shooting style. With the Project 9, what's different from last year is we've integrated our shot sensor technology. What that is an extended loading zone with that mid kick point, enables you to really have a little more versatility in the type of shots that you're taking. So a traditional mid kick point was kind of geared more to a slap shot, really easy to load on those shots, but the wrist shots required a little more effort, a little more strength that had to be leaned into the stick to generate that same amount of force. With the shot sensor technology, what we've done by extending that loading zone is regardless of where your hand placement is, you're going to be able to generate that same amount of force and that same amount of power for a wrist shot or a slap shot. So a much more versatile stick that kind of adapts to a more overall playing style.
So really taking away from a one-dimensional power shooting stick and really making it able to perform in any scenario, but still kind of geared towards that heavier shooter, right?
Yeah, so geared towards the heavier shooter, but at the same time, there's a couple more benefits that this series is built around, so to provide a more complete game to the actual player.
Well, let's talk about playability, because you pick up this stick and you wouldn't really believe it weighs 435 grams in the Senior Project 9. How were you guys able to accomplish that this year?
So with the Project 9, we have a technology called Power Pivot technology. What that is it's a unique weight distribution where the top half of the stick is heavier than the bottom half of the stick. This combined with our Fly Strong technology really provides a couple key benefits to the player. The first one being with that unique weight distribution, the playability and the actual feel of the puck is improved because the bottom portion is lighter, the contact is a little more direct, and it doesn't feel like you're swinging a club around as much. When you're stick handling, it's a much more natural feel to when you're playing. The second part is with the Fly Strong technology, we've incorporated a few more layers of carbon fiber into the top of the stick. This adds some reinforcement, and this combines with kind of that story I said before with the top half being heavier. And what this essentially does is when you're swinging into your shot, because your bottom half is lower, there's going to be an increased swing speed, so you're able to swing through, generate a little more momentum into your shot, and then when you make that contact with the ice, with the puck, the top half being heavier allows you to kind of have a teeter-totter effect of a driver and propel that puck further and with more power.
And the other thing I like about it too is because, like I said, it doesn't feel like 435 grams. It feels like a plays solid 10, 15 grams lighter than that. So you're getting that durability of a 435 gram stick, but it feels a lot lighter than
exactly that. The unique weight distribution was really the highlight of this series. So really a stick that's more adapt to an overall game as opposed to just focusing on max power. We also look at other elements of hockey that are a little harder to measure, but such as stick handling and passing and things like that, where that balance improvement actually goes a long way into providing benefits to those little aspects of the game as well.
Well, it seems like the blade and the puck feel are getting some nice upgraded benefits this year too with the new VRF3. So, how has that changed from the VRF2 and just kind of what is it?
So the VRF3 blade that we have on the Project 9 incorporates the same vibration reduction foam that we had on the 2 and the same carbon bridge. It's really, we've used here an 18K weave with a unique molding process. So with that unique molding process, we use less resin, and what that does is going to give you a little more puck, and it's also going to keep that new stick feel a little bit longer as the foam doesn't break down as quickly as it would with a traditional carbon fiber and molding process.
So giving you that same feel, but making sure it lasts a long time too.
Exactly.
Now it looks like we're getting a lot of trickle-down technologies in this Project 8. Again, it feels great in the hands too. So what are a couple key features we're going to find in that?
So with the Project 8, we have the shot sensor technology and the Power Pivot technology that carry over from the 9. So it's, like you said, really loaded with a lot of features from the top price point that we were able to incorporate here. The stick, it's a full 12K weave, slightly heavier at about 450 grams, but does come in a more affordable price point that does offer a lot of benefits to a player who is still looking to have a stick that's going to help them perform and do a lot of the work for them.
And then for those rec level or maybe even just a casual skater out there, looks like we get a couple key features trickling down into the 5 and 7 too. So what can you tell me about those two?
So with the 5 and the 7, we incorporate the Power Pivot technology. Like I said before, that's really the focal point of the series. So all sticks have that unique weight distribution So you're going to have that better puck feel, better control, and better overall play. The 5 and the 7, however, do have a traditional mid-kick point as opposed to the 9 and the 8 that have the shot sensor technology.
Right on, Michael. Well, thanks for coming out here
Thanks
and
for
filling
having
us
me,
in.
Chase.
Not a problem. And then for you at home, check out more of these Sherwood sticks. Make sure you go to icewarehouse.com.